This has been the greatest social experiment I've come to know.
YouTube has been around for a while, and influencers on there are really gaining ground these days. But not all of them are really loved by the public. From a child abuser to insensitive clickbaiters, here are the most hated YouTubers. You might think that the most hated YouTubers are all grown-ups, but trust me, you're mistaken.
Every pic tells a story.
Jacob Sartorius was just 18 years old when he started getting a ton of hate mail from people. He blew up on the scene thanks to his fame on the popular app Musical.ly. He then started dating the famous actress Millie Bobby Brown. But things took a turn for the worse, and they ended up breaking up. Now, unlike other YouTubers you might hear about, Jacob didn't do anything too outrageous that caused people to hate him. People just didn't dig the fact that he and Millie broke up. And even now, some people just can't seem to let it go. Still, people hate him for no real reason. Pretty messed up if you ask me.
And I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize. So what we came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned.
Now, this next guy might have really done something worth hating. Logan Paul's not just a famous actor in the US, he's also a big deal in the online world thanks to his super controversial YouTube channel. He's gotten heat from celebrities and politicians twice now. First, there was the No Handlebars song he put out in November 2017. It pissed a lot of people off because they thought it objectified women. Then, in December of that same year, he uploaded a video where he filmed a man hanging himself in Aokigahara, and his reaction to it was not appropriate. In fact, it was met with a ton of public backlash, with people even calling for YouTube to take down his channel. It's understandable why Logan faced backlash.
We are in the distribution of news companies. We don't produce news ourselves.
But what about Susan Wojcicki? Who would have thought, right? Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, a member of the YouTube hated community? Pretty unexpected. However, she was already facing some heat before she even started uploading videos. People are skeptical of her because they think she's just trying to downplay the problems with the platform by acting like everything's peachy. If you check out her videos, you'll see that they're getting tons of dislikes. It's no secret that people are finding YouTube to be boring and annoying these days, with all the ads popping up all over the place. Susan and her team no doubt need to step up and do something about it, like ASAP.
Yeah, we actually do have a backup because, I mean, who knows with this kid?
And speaking of things to correct, have you heard about the rumors that Jake Paul is brainwashing kids? Yeah, a lot of parents are convinced of it. Folks have been saying that he's tricking people just to get more views and clicks on his channel. They also say he's insulting and only cares about himself, and that his stunts are dangerous and foolish. There's been a whole lot of complaints about Jake and what he's all about for a while now. Hence, it's no big surprise that he's considered one of the most hated YouTubers out there. People think he's having a negative impact on younger kids by filling their heads with the wrong ideas. He's got plenty of hate messages waiting for him, that's for sure. And just like Jake, Onision's been facing his fair share of hate. He really has been getting a lot of heat from all kinds of folks for a while now. Don't even bother asking why they call him names. You should be more worried about what he's done to earn that reputation. He's being called a control freak, abuser, and total narcissist who's up to no good. Some even say he got up to some shady stuff in 2019. The biggest issue people have with him is that he doesn't take any criticism. Like, come on, man, you may be famous, but people still have the right to voice their opinions. Unfortunately, Onision can't handle that, and let's just say he isn't exactly winning any popularity contests. Well, neither is James Charles. Right now, James is having a hard time stopping himself from posting new videos despite all the heat he's getting from some young folks. No surprise here, considering over half of the people who know him have never been a fan of his videos. He's definitely one of the most hated YouTubers out there. And it's not just the accusations about grooming minors that are bringing him down. He's also taking heat for some pretty racist tweets. For example, he was caught tweeting some seriously messed up stuff about the Ebola virus and Africa, but people were not having it, and he got slammed pretty hard. Eventually, he had to delete the tweets, but you know what they say, once it's on the internet, it's there forever. Anyway, he never seems to make the headlines for the right reasons, and it's no wonder he lost 3 million million followers in 2019. In fact, last year marked a rough return to the platform for him, considering he's been away for a while following allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior. But now that he's back, it looks like it's not going as smoothly as he hoped, with his videos ranking among the most disliked videos. We were actually pretty generous not placing Daddy05 at the top of the list, because people really despise that YouTube channel.
I didn't do that!
You tell me what you did!
I swear to God, I didn't do that!
The video is shocking.
I didn't do that! I don't have anything to color when you...
Why did you do that?
So, what can you say about someone who mistreats their kids for views and attention? Kids are a blessing. They're supposed to be loved and protected, not used for some twisted YouTube scheme. The family, who runs the channel, calls their content pranking, but it has been accused of being abusive towards the children. The behavior shown on the channel, which includes physical and emotional abuse, has sparked a crisis in the YouTube community of family vloggers. The top family YouTube channels make millions of dollars in revenue a year, but they lack formal organizations and industry transparency. The channel Daddy05 was demonetized by YouTube, and the Martins issued a public apology after making their channels archived private. There were allegations of illegal and unfair custody and abuse, leading to a Child Protective Services investigation in the state of Maryland. The Martins posted a new apology video in which they take responsibility for their actions and admit to entering family counseling. However, the situation is not isolated, and there are other channels featuring children in bad baby content that have raised concerns about child exploitation for views and profit on YouTube. Pretty sad. The influencer disease is really running rampant, and some are willing to exploit their children for mere views and likes from total strangers at that. Daddy05 was promoting hitting children, and even provoking his children to hit each other, sometimes even striking one another across the face. The sickening man once said, "Don't hit women, but your sister doesn't count." What the hell is wrong with him? Jason Ethier isn't any better though. This is another YouTuber who's been in hot water for years. This dude has earned a pretty shady reputation for one reason: exploiting the deaths of famous people for attention. People can't stand him, mainly because he's always trying to profit off of the passing of celebrities by putting on these tasteless, absurd shows. In the end, it's just a bunch of ads and clickbait for viewers. Trust me, you don't want to be counted among his followers or subscribers. Speaking about insensitive, Keemstar is another insensitive YouTuber, aka Daniel Kim. Keemstar is the man behind the popular show Drama Alert. It's supposed to be a news platform where people can stay informed, but Daniel's been catching heat for playing the victim to get more followers. He's even been accused of making insensitive comments about cancer patients. That's just sickening. People called for his channel to be shut down, and it's no wonder why. Good riddance, if you ask me. And there you have it, the most despised YouTubers.